Hello people, we're going to talk today about lighting, PC lighting that is. I'm going to talk to you about stuff like this, which is a gold cathode or a neon, and about why stuff like this, which is an LED strip, is about 10 billion times better. Now, a bit of information about gold cathodes or neons. Now they were really popular a few years ago, but they fall out of the grades for a few reasons. First of all, over time, the light they make actually dims and starts to change color. These ones were red when I bought them. Now they're like a orangey, pinkish color, which is nothing what red should be. All gold cathodes require some sort of power conversion from the 12 volt power that the Molex provides to the power they actually use. And that means you need one of these, which is an inverter, for all of them. Now, if you're talking about LED strips like this Phobia one, these ones just plug in to a Molex and they work straight bad. The light they make is much brighter and doesn't dim over time. I'm gonna bring you in for a closer look, so you can look at a bit closer at one of these and see how we can install it and how it looks once it's installed. Before I start to actually show you how to install it and stuff and get into the box, there's a very important rule with any type of PC lighting. You want to see the light, but you don't want to see the light source. You know what I mean? So you don't want to have the LEDs, just stripped onto the side panel, just blowing, all the light at you. You want them to illuminate your components and your wire management and whatever your custom paint job, I don't know, but without actually seeing the LEDs or the cold cathodes. I'm going to show you how I had those installed and how I'm going to install these ones. Okay? So, the product that I'm going to be using today is this Phobia LED strip. Now, I'm trying to keep it at an angle so you don't see the reflection of the camera and the glare from the light and stuff. So, fairly basic plastic packaging on the back, bit of marketing speak, not really interested in that. You can see this is red and it's a 30 centimeter one. Let's get inside. We have a small plastic seal on the top. Now I think we can just rip it apart. So inside, let's see what we get inside. Now the LED strip itself is covered in plastic, as you'd expect. Now the sleeving on the cable is what's the word? Rubbish. You can see I have to push it back in. I mean, I guess it's not too bad. Could be worse. They could be not sleeved at all. On the end we have, two types of Molexes, depending on which one you have available. Now this is a very good thing, because you may not have, this type or this type available. Plug it in. Now, another good thing they give you is this. This is a, what's it called? Sticky tape. It's really thin. You stick it all the way on the back, peel it off, and then just stick it on a surface you want to illuminate. Now, this will be very useful for reasons I'll show you later on in the video. Now, this is the best I can do to show you how I've installed my previous gold cathodes in my rig. Now, you can see one of them right there in the base of the 5 1/4 inch drive bay. It's basically out of sight and was meant to illuminate the graphics card and part of the CPU cooler. Now if I zoom out a bit, you can see how it's mounted. Basically it's out of sight. When I put the case, the side panel, you can't see it, you can just see the light. You can also see the top one. Again, if you have the case on the floor, you can't see that one, which is important. I'm gonna take them out now and have a look at them. Now let me show you one of the reasons why I decided to give up on these gold cathodes. Now all gold cathodes come with one of these stupid things. It's called an inverter or something like that. Yeah, I think so. It's called an inverter. Now this converts the voltage, the 12 volts you put through Molex to the voltage that these babies can actually use. It's a stupid blue box. It's horrible. Now I was lucky. My half-X case is actually large enough. I was able to fit this, on the back panel, and still be able to put the panel on. If your case isn't big enough, you're gonna have to put this somewhere inside your case. It's gonna look absolutely horrible. Second thing, look at this big ass cable they gave you. It's just too much for me. And also the cables that came with the cold cathodes themselves are white, which in a white rig I suppose they work, but in mine they look absolutely horrible. I tried to hide them, but if you look at my other videos you can actually see them. So you replace all this junk with just a simple LED strip, and it's much better. So I'll keep on going and I'll keep you guys updated. That's how the top LED strip looks like when it's actually installed, and because of the lip right here, the lip of the case, you won't be able to see the actual light source. You'll just see the light shining down on the cooler, on the CPU cooler basically, because that's what it's gonna illuminate. Now I'm gonna show you right now how I actually installed that LED strip. I'm gonna show you right now how to actually mount the double-sided tape to the LED strip. Now, first thing you need to do is put the LED strip with the LED part down, right, with the back exposed, because this is the part we're going to be sticking onto the case. You don't need screws or anything like that. Then you take the tape, it's kind of fiddly, right, you unpeel it, and then you're going to expose one of the sticky sides. Now what you do is you take the LED strip like this, and you line up the tape with the end of the LED strip, right? And then just start unrolling the tape. I don't know if you can see that. Just unroll the tape on it, keep it straight, right? And just press lightly on it so you can actually get to one of the sides of the tape to stick to the LED strip. Now you can do this with any type of double-sided tape, but the one they give you is actually very, very thin. And that's a good thing. Now, what you do in the end is you just, move your finger. Don't press too hard. You don't need a lot of force. Don't use a hammer or anything like that, right? Just a bit of force to make sure that all the air bubbles are out and that there's good contact between the LED strip and double-sided tape. Now, what you're gonna do when you come to install it in the case is you're actually gonna peel off this white layer, right? So just the double-sided tape will stick to the LED strip. So you see, this is basically how I'm gonna stick it on. I'm gonna avoid this screw right here, and it's gonna be something like this. Now, I can't do this on camera. It's impossible. It's absolutely impossible. If I put my hands in there, you can't see a thing. So I'm not even gonna bother. Okay, so I'll just stick it and show you the result. Now I've turned off the lights in my room to get you guys, a better look. Funny thing is, one of the LED strips was DOA, so I only installed one. It's installed in the top, right here, and you can see how much light it makes. Now this one LED strips makes more light than the two cold cathodes I had installed. Imagine with another one in the bottom, right here, shining up. I mean, look at my hand. I mean, the light is so strong, and it's red. I don't know, I think the camera is gonna be orange or pink or something stupid like that, but it's actually a deep red. I'm gonna put a side panel on and let you have a look how it looks with the side panel on. This is how it looks like with the side panel on. You can see that the top half is very bright because that's the LEDs. About you can't see my hand, but up here it's blowing down. When I install the second one in the bottom, it's gonna light up the other half, and I think it looks just brilliant. It's 10 million times better than the stupid neon I had before. So today was, half fun, half not so much fun. This one is DOA, Dead on Arrival. You've seen the amount of light that one of these can create. Now, honestly, looking at the PC now under the desk, this one LED strips makes much more light than these two together. Okay, and in terms of price wise, they're about the same. Two of these cost as much as one of these. Now, I wanted to shoot this video because I already spoke to the shop where I bought this from, and they don't have these LED strips on stock anymore, which is kind of sad. So they're gonna have to get some new ones from Phobia, and I don't know how long that's gonna be. So I wanted, just to show you how much light one of them makes. Put this video out there because there may be a few days, maybe a week before I get a replacement for this dead one.